What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Let's Argue About It. I'm your co-host, Armand, aka Young Cali, or OG Cali now. But today we got a special guest. Real special to me. You know, he's more like a brother to me than he is a guest. So he's gonna be new to y'all, but he old to me. So I got my man here, JT, aka JT for the win.
Yo.
How you doing, brother? We're gonna get right into it, get you the nitty-gritty details of what he does. And for anybody who's looking for, transitioning to a different career, we're gonna give you perspective on what he does and how he can do it and how you can be successful at it. Me, these other people that don't know you, who JT is, what JT for the win is, and what your brand stands for.
Yeah. So JT for the win, entrepreneur, curator, hustler, all things in one, really. Fashion connoisseur. Have my own clothing brand. I also help style some people, nightlife enthusiasts. So I do parties and events and things like that. So just try to be able to encapsulate all of those aspects of myself into one. So
Okay. And just so y'all know, his clothing line, I am the one-on-one ambassador. So if you ever need a one-on-one, you're gonna have to go through me first. So wolves only, whatever y'all talking about. If I ain't approving it, it ain't getting done. You know, let them know now.
I'm sure it'll be somebody that'll say otherwise. But
yeah, all right. I trade. This ain't for you, dog. I appreciate that intro, man. All right, bro. So you mentioned you're a nightlife enthusiast, right? Some of my favorite events I've been to, you've thrown. When did you realize that you had this ability or this knack to be able to get people from different cultures, whatever it is, right, under one roof and give an experience that that was just different than most of the events that are happening in Houston and the surrounding areas?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. So I guess, after years probably of promoting is when that probably technically happened. What event? I can't really put my finger on it, but what I can say is that just being out as much as I'm out, and you start to notice you start to speak into this different person. You've been out with me several times.
Yeah.
You see
I know two different hats. I know multiple JT.
It's all kind of people speaking to me, but over time I got to just thinking to myself dang, how do I know this person? And I know this person just based on an event that they came to and they had a good time, or the customer service that was provided at an event, that I've done. But it's not really just no one particular event that I can really just say. It's just more so the relationship that I've built with people and making them returning customers. You know what I mean?
So they trust the brand pretty much. Your brand, your name speaks for itself. There's a lot of trust there because they've come to an event, they've had a good experience, they've had that customer service. So repeat customers, you man, I done seen it the last 5 events. I get it. Yeah, nah. Shoot, you see me every week, so I get it, bro. I can understand how you can get to. I can understand that. No, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So let me ask you this then, right? So like you say, you don't have necessarily one event, right? But if you could pinpoint the day you started to wanting to promote, right? What made you even want to be in front of people? Hey, bro, come to this, or hey, girl, hey, whoever, come to this party. Like what made you just be shit, I could do this, and then take off from it, right? What made you do that?
What's crazy is, and you can attest to this, is when we was in college, we was throwing parties, but for the fraternity, you know what I mean?
Right. But yo to the good news, by the way.
Right. Yeah. But we wasn't getting the money. You know what I mean? The money goes back to the fraternity, so
yeah.
The money goes back to the fraternity. That's crazy. But once I got the opportunity to promote in Houston, and I saw the earning potential, you know what I mean? Money is the root, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course it's about bringing people together, having a good time, but at the same time, trying to make some money doing it. It's about making money doing what you like to do.
Yeah.
And for me, that particular, I guess, moment, it was a graduation I believe that was Grady's graduation. Actually, I don't remember the year, but
I want to say 2014, 2015, probably.
Whenever he graduated, Gore had already been kind of hosting grad parties because of one of our big brothers in the promo game, Joe Willis.
Shout out to Joe.
Right. So
always got a drink in his hand.
For real, a margarita. But Joe pretty much, whenever it was a graduation, he'll reach out to Gore. Hey, if you got any graduates, send them our way. We'll chunk you some, whatever. Gore always had me and Grady assist him with that. And for Grady's graduation, we had got the opportunity to be a part of the event, and we banged it out. Man, I mean, Grooves was
stuff, wall to wall.
Wall to wall, line down the block. And at the end of the night, when we're doing the payout, of course, we're not getting that much of a percentage, but just the amount of money that we made with the little percentage that we got, that let me know and showed me the potential
to do this and really make some real bread.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So from there, it's just been up.
Saying. So, you talk about money, right? Which is, obviously what we all strive to get, that green, that paper, whatever we do. So, a lot of people think they could just come to Houston because there's 80 million people here and can open up a spot and now they doing what they think of what you can do. You go see that percentage, I can make a lot of bread, right? You've had your own spot, 281, right?
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your experience with that and like what you learned as being a Houston native who's been in the nightlife for a long time and just, man, okay, it's my time to open a spot, and then like, what'd you learn from the success and even just the failures that you had with it, right? Like, just tell a little bit about that.
I mean, everything is a process, So I mean, as a customer, you guys just see a new spot, a venue open, but background is, this spot. You probably been leasing this spot for months. You know what I mean? Sometimes some people have been leasing the spots for years until they actually open.
Okay.
So what that means is when you open a spot, 9 times out of 10, you're opening up in the red. You know what I mean? Of course, as a small business owner yourself, is most small business fail within the first,
50%,
5 to 6 months. So those first months are very pivotal because, again, you're operating in the red. You know what I mean? So, but 281, man, it was a great learning experience. Just to be in that seat, you kind of get a more understanding of the business versus as a promoter. So being able to be in that seat, it kind of make me appreciate and respect owners of venues a little bit more now. Than I did before. But I mean, it's so many different variables, man, that can go, that can go wrong. So, but overall, man, I'm glad I got the opportunity to at least, try. You know what I mean, man? We see so many venues open and fail, so it's always a learning curve. You know what I mean? Some of the greatest venues that we go to now, I'm not gonna name no names, but even those owners, they've opened and closed venues. You know what I mean?
It just, you see them all the time.
That's just
same owners from
It's the nature of the beast. But the thing about it is, you just have to learn. You know what I mean? What to do and what not to do the next time. You know what I mean? So hopefully, God says the same. I'll be able to be in that seat again real soon.
You already know you is.
Once that happens, it's up.
It's up. Okay, I like that. I like it. So, glad to have talked about that. So here's my next question, right? The nightlife you came up in, right? Nightlife industry, hospitality industry, all that from the early 2000s and 14 to like now 2025.
Yeah.
That's about at least, 10 years? That's a decade, right? What have you noticed, whether it be an incline or a decline in the industry itself?
For one, the number one thing is it's just too many promoters.
You know what I mean? Why you say that?
It's too many promoters, but that's just because the city is so fastly growing. You got all these out-of-towners that live in the city.
Yeah.
And so it's an opportunity, I guess, in a sense. So people from out of town want to move here. When they move here, just hypothetically speaking, and maybe if they move from Louisiana or they move from Mississippi or whatever, so they find that audience here of people, who they know. I'm sure you probably got a chat with like a group me or a Facebook group of people from your hometown. You know what I mean? Just so you can stay connected within that city. And so they use it as an opportunity to, I guess, start to do events, and then they think they doing something, and then you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
no shade to them, but it's just so many promoters. It's kind of got the game kind of.
It's kind of skewed, kind of
Yeah,
side.
it's
Okay.
just so
Okay.
that's why you see so many events going on. Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy. I mean, granted, it is a lot of venues too,
Yeah.
which that's also has something to do with out of towners.
Towners.
Get a little money. Let's go to probably the fastest growing nightlife
Industry.
city
Yeah.
in the world right now. Houston is probably top 3, if not, number 1, just because our prices are so cheaper than these other cities. You know what I mean? You can't go nowhere and get $150
No,
bottle.
I don't know. But I was just in Vegas 2 weeks ago. I'm like, yo, I'm glad this was free because it was taxing an arm and a leg.
Come on, man. So
yeah,
that's one thing. And then 2, nobody wants to be the little bro anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in order for you to be a good big brother, you have to have been a little brother. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be a little bro.
Facts.
And I mean that by like Joe.
Hey, that's a clip, by the way. Just FYI, yeah.
Like Joe and Lunch Money and who else? Who else I can carry? Nelson, Travis Bryant, like all of those guys, you know what I mean? I looked up to when I started promoting, you know what I mean? And I found different little things to take from them to help me, you know what I mean, in my craft, and kind of shape me to who I am today.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I still respect those guys for who they are. Even though now, promoter-wise, I'm closer to an even level as them, but the respect will always be there. Yeah. Will always be there.
Because it helped you get to
But it's not like that anymore. These little niggas, they do
they do whatever they want to do.
They do one party, it's popping. No, I'm big bro. No, bro, sit down soon.
I'm the big shark in the city now.
Come on, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Come on, bro.
Hey, so I'm glad you say that, right? So like, I'm gonna even ask this question now, right? Because I think it's a good segment into it. So I've been found my newfound love for like TikToks. I be on TikTok a lot, right? So I be seeing like sometimes a lot of Houston things that trend there, right? Trend a lot faster on TikTok than they do on Twitter or anything else. So I see a lot of times people are talking about like, for example, right? They had this big huge thing, right? We're not gonna talk about where it was at, what happened, but just like, how is customer service now versus what it used to be, right? Because I see a lot of people talk about, man, back in the day, that wouldn't have happened. This, that, and the third. I would have got my deposit back. Like it wasn't even. You get like it's just a lot of things that even that it's just like man, like they add 20% gratuity. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe I was paying gratuity when I was in my 20s, but I don't remember paying no $20 for gratuity before you even brought me my first drink or nothing, right? So do you think that those type of things are what shapes the way customer service is now in a nightlife, or do you think it's just a lack of, like you kind of just said, not necessarily big bros, but just like the big bros teaching these new people that are coming in how to operate the way that it's always been? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess like for customer service, kind of in the sense of what you're speaking on, that's more of like the waitresses and the staffing side. That's his own entity. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, it's like, again, like a lot of these people move here for opportunities. There's so many venues. So that means there's so many places where you can become a waitress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A waitress and a bottle girl is 2 different things. You know what I mean? But the bottle girl image is the one that's get glorified, right?
Yeah.
Because he's bringing out a bottle with the sparklers. But a waitress, a cocktail waitress, you actually have to serve people. You know what I mean? You order a drink, they have to bring you a drink. A bottle girl is not bringing up drinks.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. Even with bottle girl, you still have to have good customer service. But end of the day, bro, a lot of these people who are working, these staff, they are working, not working rather, but they're living in survival mode. You know what I mean? So every little dollar counts to them.
Yeah.
So if you send somebody a deposit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they have probably already spent that
before
you change your mind and want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to struggle to probably find a way to pay you back.
Yeah, okay.
And it can't be done. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's not really on the promoters. At the end of the day, it'll be on the owners, if anything, because it's their establishment.
Facts.
So anything that happens
they're
the ones going to be judged, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, bro, it's a dirty game. You know what I mean? It's a dirty
game, brother.
It's a dirty game. But that's why I go back to what we first said originally is with the brand and why people want to come party with me is because they know when they come to stuff that I'm affiliated with.
You're going to make sure you're taken care of because you understand you spent your hard-earned money to come here.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna make sure you get an overvalued experience.
But I do want to put a snippet right here because it's just like, bro, stop trying to book with the waitresses when y'all know the promoters. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy because when y'all want y'all bread back and y'all have a problem, then y'all want to hit us up. Like,
oh, such and such took my Why you didn't come to me first? Now you trying to I got you.
Help you.
I can't help you. I ain't got it. It ain't in my pocket. So facts.
For real.
So like we talk about customer service, right? You give exceptional customer service. Like I said, I've seen you in action, but I've also seen your moments where I've seen you really kind of flush it sometimes, right? So just tell me a little bit about like maybe some of the experiences that you have and pet peeves that you have when working, but like maybe you realize that like your good customer service sometimes blurs the line of like, hey, friendship and business, and like people sometimes may or may not try to take advantage of it, but they may not realize like what you're doing on a night-to-night basis is like real work. You know what I mean? So just talk a little bit about that,
I mean, you know the first one.
I already know me, but you didn't say it, bro.
You already know the first one.
If you know, but go ahead. You gotta tell them. People don't know. The people don't know. I know, but the people don't know. I need the people because like some of these people don't know. Yeah. So I just needs to be a video where people know, so that way when you can clip it, they need to know. Like let them know.
Do not call my phone. Please do not call my phone. It's gonna be on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
So what we talking about is, so normally, if I have an event and I know if it's a big enough event to where I know a lot of people are going to come out, like my close friends, I will tell them a specific time to be there. If you're not there by that time, it's nothing that I can do for you. If you want to come in, whatever it costs at the door is what it's going to be. Yeah. I'm not coming to get you. Mm-hmm. I'm not answering no phone. USOL. You know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. But it's just, and I have to be that way because what ends up happening is people don't respect like your time and like they don't. It's just disrespectful. Like you just want to come when you want to come.
Like you tell them 10, but they like, man, I really don't want to leave the house till 11:30. Yeah, type shit. Yeah.
And then had the nerve to come with additional people.
Oh, like, that the invite wasn't extended to you. What you be saying? My invite was for you. It don't necessarily extend to the people around you.
And it's never no disrespect, but it's just like I could say Armand or Cali, whatever. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, but whatever. It don't matter. Come on now.
Tonight, pull up. You good? You get there. You got two of your other homeboys with you, but you ain't tell me. But you done probably in the gas room. Yeah,
we finna be outside.
My brother, this his spot. He good. We good. We finna.
Hey, I'm guilty of it before. I'm guilty. And he talking like that, but I've been guilty of it, right? Now, granted, he be knowing him, but I be guilty of it, regardless of if he know him or not. But I've been guilty of it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's just like, bro, everybody is not good, and I just had to just kind of learn that in life is that you don't have to extend your courtesy to friends of friends. Like, you're my friend. You know what I mean? They're not my friend. Yeah. I don't care how they view me. It doesn't matter to me. Like, it is what it is. Like, if he gas you up, take that out on him. You know what I mean? Don't take that out on me. Don't take that out on me.
He sold the whole night.
Right.
He thought y'all was gonna get in and be drinking us free all night. Like,
what? Another pet peeve. I mean, you were talking about customer service. I'm just thinking about
Come on. Like, what's another one? Come
I'm
on,
just-
yeah, come on, bro. You might as well go ahead and drop it, bro. Like, that's what we here for. Go ahead and
Bruh,
drop it.
then the extra people, they be the main ones grabbing the bottle.
Yeah. Hands. What you like to call it? Look like to call it roaches, but you know, I ain't gonna say that. But
Little
yeah,
bottle rats. That's what I call
bottle
them,
rats. Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but for sure, don't call my phone, though.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, number one.
For
number
real,
one.
nah.
I feel that. And just so y'all know, like, I know y'all know, like, when y'all see me, a lot of times y'all see him, y'all see me, y'all see
Wait,
him, right?
another.
But don't call me either, cause like, don't call me to call him because I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was there at 10 o'clock, so don't call me to call him because I'm not finna do it. Like, I understand that too, cause I get it. But you know, like I said, we've had these conversations like over the time, right? Cause at a point in time, it was cool to do that. Now, like again, right? When you wasn't, I think a lot of times, and I told you this too, like just knowing you and seeing how people sometimes operate, and that's just no disrespect to anybody, right? I love all our friends, I love them all to death, but like sometimes you gotta understand that, like, hey, you pick and choose when you want to come, right? So like, you know, the event is the littest, but I won't see you at an event when it was the shortest.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And like I used to, you know, like I said, I tell you this all the time. It's like, bro, like I get it, bro. They gonna, even if they pant whatever it is, but like sometimes the courtesy you extend is over what they were willing to do for you when it was short. When you needed everybody there on a day where this may not have been the usual event.
Yeah, they
right?
ain't with me in the valley, but they there at the mountaintop.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like you gotta pick a night when it's chill to also go out and support, right? Because that still draws the interest, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing nothing, I think, as a supporter. When you come to an event, you already know it's gonna be lit because it doesn't do anything because you're already one of 100 other people who are gonna be there, right? But like when you're now one of 20 people who are gonna be there, it's a different impact.
Absolutely,
you
it means way more.
Yeah, we made more, right? Yeah. So I think that that's a great understanding because people be calling your phone, but like when my phone didn't need to be called, y'all wasn't showing up. You feel me? So like, yeah, no, I get it. So yeah, so we talk about that, and like I really just want to understand this too, right? So like I said, I see it like all the time, right? Let's talk about these dress codes, bro. Like I gotta talk about it because like, and I talk about this because again, this is not necessarily like let's bash the nightlife, let's bash whatever, but it's also a learning experience for a lot of people who are coming into this mode of like, hey, I want to do that. Like I want to be, like you say, out of town. I want to be a promoter in Houston. I want to do this. I want to do that. Hey, I want to be a person who has a good experience in Houston when I come to Houston. So what should I look to from avoiding, right? You've talked about hitting up the promoter versus the bottle girl. You've talked about, you know, identifying places where, you know, they're not necessarily have a bad customer service history. But let's talk about really just like these dress codes. So like, why does it change from place to place, and what is the purpose of that, right? I feel like sometimes a lot of people drive away business when they say we have a dress code, but then you see, you know, 30 rappers 20 deep and with the chain. And I get it, money talk, Houston money talk. I ain't even gonna sit here and act like money don't talk. And that's anywhere, honestly, not just Houston, right? I can go to anywhere, Atlanta, whatever it is, money talk wherever you go, right? You know, that's why they tell you $40 for your hat. Either you're gonna pay it or you're not. You're gonna take it to the car, right? So I get it, but I just don't understand. If you're already gonna let these people in, what is the purpose of having it? You get what I'm saying? Like, what does that really do?
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, it depends on the spot.
Okay.
It depends on the venue, one, and then it depends on the concept of whatever is going on that particular night.
Okay.
A good example could probably be Mocha, for example, right?
I like Mocha.
So
best catfish sandwich, by the way, if y'all ain't never had it. Or is it catfish? Yeah, it's catfish.
So Mocha is already kind of like more of a mature, you know, audience already. But on a Friday or a Saturday night, you know, it's probably geared more towards, you know, dressing up, you know,
yeah, I like
looking,
it. It's a nice vibe.
Dressed apart. So I'm sure they're not gonna let you in. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. Got it.
But if you go on a Wednesday, you know, when it's a more reserved, more chilled, then you probably can get in. So it's really more about matching the aesthetics of whatever's going on that particular day, right?
Got you.
And then two, it's also about certain venues, they want a particular aesthetic in their venue.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the people who you see, you know, bucking the system could be somebody that the owner know personally, or you know what I mean? So Certain owners, they're fine with that. Certain owners I know, they're not going. Like, you can't come in here, and because at the end of the day, it's like, if you know what the dress code is, right, and you're my people, and you want to come here out of dress code, for one, that's disrespectful. You know what I mean? So now you think you bigger
than the program.
my program, my rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so some owners, they put their foot down. They don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't budge. Some do. Some, they're more lenient. You know what I mean? You have a celebrity. I don't know who's your favorite celebrity right now, but I mean, if your favorite celebrity if you open up a spot and if you open up the brand new spot and Kevin Durant come in there, he's new to Houston, and he got on
dressed in any kind of way too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you good.
You probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he good. I'll say KD good.
You know what I'm saying? So it's situations like that.
LeBron gotta go change that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Brian gonna put that.
Brian gotta go change that right now. KD good. Brian, you gotta go change that. You gotta go. I'm a Lakers fan, but you gotta go change that, big dog.
But it's just like, but those are celebrities, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as a regular person, it's just you either
get with it. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and also just dress presentable. You know what I mean? Like, for me, when I go out, I never wear shorts. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know if somebody gonna let you in or not without shorts. Hats is pretty much everywhere, but you do see certain spots that'll try. You know what I'm saying? If you're in Midtown, you already know if you're a person of color, you know, don't wear no Jordans. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It just you kind of just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? But it comes with, you know, experience too. The more you go out, the more you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you know what's going on. But at the end of the day, man, when we getting dressed and you leave the house, man, you know whether or not
you gonna go.
You know whether or not, if you good or not to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
If you gotta ask, you probably ain't good. If you gotta ask, like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be straight, you probably not good. Like,
that's 100%. A good rule of thumb, right?
Yeah, you gotta ask. I got you. Okay. So, like, obviously, right, you know, like you said, you do this to make money. You do events every week. What does it really take to put together, like, a string of events, right? From the behind the scenes, the promotion, to trying to book a host, whatever it is you want to talk about, right? Like, what does that look like? We're gonna talk about specifically, right? PV Homecoming's next week, right? You got a fire lineup, right? I want to talk about that, right? Like, let me know what is that, like, let the people know what that energy looks like. Because I think a lot of people will go to these events and they don't understand what it really took to put on before they either give criticism sometimes, or when they even glorify it. They be like, oh, this was a lit event.
Yeah.
All right, but did you know, like, is it really, like, you know how much work it took to make it that? You know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So because you said it's about money, so for Homecoming, for me, it's not about money, actually.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's a little bit different.
That's different. Real different.
Yeah. So Homecoming is not about money. It's more so. The only reason why I always, you know, started doing homecoming events is because you started to see, like, and you're gonna see it next week. 1,000. You're gonna see a Prairie View homecoming flyer from every spot, right? Every spot is gonna have a PV homecoming something going on, right? Not a Prairie View alumni person
in the
behind
building.
None of these.
Building.
You know what I'm saying?
So
for me, it's about, you know, being able to do what I do, which is, you know, throw parties and events, but also do it to where I'm giving back to my school. You know, I'm not technically giving back to the school, but I'm giving back to the alumni in regards to
time and energy.
Putting these events together for us to enjoy. Like, it's for us, by us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we put a lot of planning and preparation into this stuff. It's not just we're going to Prospect Park on Wednesday and boom.
It happens,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's way more to it, you know. Granted, I have a team, you know, Grady, Sean, Roland, you know.
Shout out to 101,
you know
Room 101. Y'all know about 101. Y'all too old for it. But that was back when I was promoting days.
So, I mean, granted, I have a team, but I do appreciate them allowing me to carry the torch, you know, for the week in regards to, you know, getting things done. But first thing first we have to figure out, you know, what days we're gonna do, right? So once you figure out the days, then we figure out the venues. You know what I mean? You know, Wednesday at Prospect, that's a staple event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, with that event being a staple event, what can we do to make it different? What can we do to make it better? You know
Not
what
just
I'm
people
saying?
just showing up. Like,
Right.
what can you do to make it above the experience? Because you can go to
Okay,
anywhere.
JT, I know you're cool with Cho, so we know
Yeah.
Cho's gonna pull up.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Like it's certain stuff becomes a standard to where people feel like, all right, it's just another Wednesday. You know, it's another homecoming.
What are you
Wednesday.
doing now different?
Right.
Okay.
So that's why this year we booked the guy that does the Ben song.
Oh, you got my
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So just to make it a little different, we still have some other surprises. We just not telling y'all yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
I'm gonna figure it out at the night. No, you good though, dog.
But it's just, we're rolling out all these events, right? So we go Wednesday through Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to be strategic about, the pricing and the concept of the event and how to relate it back to the alumni. You know what I mean? So that's why Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays, you know what I'm saying?
Q Club.
Or I used to do a Q Club. You know what I'm saying? So it's different concepts that we run, but at the same time, when you run that concept, you have to make sure the pricing, you know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
It fits with the, I can't, I'm getting you guys to come out the whole week.
Yeah.
I can't make it just crazy expensive every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it off.
So Thursday is always like a cheaper day. You know what I'm saying? For the person who don't want to get a section, you just want to come get some drinks. It's not you just want to catch a vibe and see some alumni, you know what I mean? And chill until Saturday when you get on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday is the hump day. It's you're going to probably get a little fly. That's going to be the first day that you see everybody. You know what I'm saying? Kind of swag on people a little bit. Like, what you been I'm chilling,
Getting the lad I'm going to get the lad next week,
And then, of course, Friday is kind of like, Friday is weird because it's Friday and we still have more, like we still have another event, but Friday is like the top event. And for PV, that's the top event because we don't do anything on Saturday for Preview Homecoming.
Yeah, it's outside all day down there. You down there all day.
You can't. I don't care what nobody is. Nothing. I've tried it. I've tried to do events on Saturday. Nobody's coming because they didn't been
at the yard. It's cooked. Like, you cook, bro. Like once I leave that yard, I'm going home, want to sleep. Like.
Right. So Friday is always like the top, event or whatever. But because our alumni base is so big in Houston, you're probably going to see multiple Friday events. But luckily, those people who are doing those events are PV alumni as well. It's always greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? I can't put everybody in one building. There's not one building big enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not one building big enough for both parties to even come together. You know what I'm saying? So it's great that we have the ability to have two different places, you know what I mean, for people to party on that Friday night. And then, of course, it's weird because you would think like after Saturday, people be toasted and they're done, but here comes Sunday.
Yeah,
you know
Sunday,
what I'm saying?
Funday. You can't leave.
Right.
You can't leave Houston on a Sunday, bro.
I feel like
never leave Houston on a Sunday. It's a crazy thing to me because I ain't gonna lie to you. A Sunday was never a thing for me to be like, oh, and all of a sudden Sunday.
But now
crazy.
I never leave on Monday.
That's crazy.
But for a Sunday, I feel like that's the opportunity for the city of Houston to get a little feel of just the PV homecoming energy. Maybe you didn't make it to the yard. But we know that PV, they finna turn up one more day on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to Sunday this year. We have Ken the Man and Privilege this PV homecoming. So I didn't really get into a lot of the background. But it's just so many different things. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the pricing, trying to book the host, you know what I mean? And get in contact with their managers, their booking agent, whatever the case may be, kind of getting this all squared away. And you're planning all the way up until game time. You know what I mean? So,
when does that plan actually start? So like when Sunday is over for this homecoming, do you start like next week, talk about next year or what? Or do you just wait until the dates are dropped? Once people drop the date, then it's like go time? Or like how far in advance are you actually starting to do this planning when it comes down to it?
Immediately after homecoming, within the next month or two, you're still trying to get like feedback from the people who came. Like, how did they have a good time? People reposting C. Dixon photos. So you kind of getting the opportunity to see what events people liked and, what about that event they liked. I told you we incorporate different things every year. is that something that we should do again? You know what I mean? So we're just trying to get all of this feedback, you know, and then we're trying to see, was this venue a good venue to use? Did the owners do the business right? Should we use them again? So it's a lot of different variables that we're using. So in regards to actually planning, probably around when school starts. You know what I mean? Like or like right before school starts. So like, you know,
August.
Beginning of August.
July.
Beginning of
summertime,
August.
basically. You said summertime.
Beginning of August, end of July is when you start to kind of, you know what I'm saying, try to figure out a game plan. You know what I mean? Or put your game plan that you have into the works. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
All right, so like what's next? Like what's next for JT? JT for the win. You know, Wolves, whatever it is. Like what's next for you right now?
Man, for me now, because it is a JT for the win #2. So
yeah, shout out to J2.
Right.
My
so
little
it's
nephew.
like for me, it's more so about making sure that I build something now to be able to pass along to him.
Okay.
So what that is, I don't know just at the very moment, but what I do have in the works is a faith-based clothing brand that we're working on, and we, as in me and him, he do have.
Check the merch. You feel me? Trust the guy. You know, get a little. Yeah.
So
real quick.
So we've been cooking up. We've been cooking up. You know, we have designs ready to drop. We just been kind of taking our time with it, but it's coming real soon. I think you guys will really, really love the brand and what it stands for. It just give you something. It just, when you wear like motivational clothes, or you go to church, you believe in God, it's just, the clothing is just so bland and so whatever, you know what I'm saying? We trying to just give it a little 1-2. You know
we not gonna sit and act like you say, like the way like church and Christianity has changed, right? Because like you get on the internet now, you hear like rap songs that are mixed with Christian songs, and you just kind of like, okay, yeah, but you like, dang, is this right? Is it wrong? Like, but I get it though, right? At the end of the day, it's these people's way of expressing themselves and expressing their love for God. So like, there's no, it's no different than the way people do it with music.
Absolutely.
But now we're doing it with fashion and clothing. So now that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's one thing, and then man, in regards to like nightlife, you know, if the Lord says the same, hopefully I'm able to sit in that owner seat again real soon. So got some things in the work with some big investors. So we'll see what they really talking about.
Hey, and if you're looking for it, right, like this real talk, if y'all looking for it, right, y'all looking to be into this, right, don't come in without a plan. I know a lot of people, right, have, and this is just from the business aspect of it, right, a lot of people got money but they don't have an idea. Right. Sometimes you need to bridge your money with the person with the idea to make more money. You get what I'm saying? So just a food for thought for people who are looking to get into nightlife, thinking they have this idea and have it figured out. You could never overvalue experience. That's all I'm gonna say, right? And that's just what you can get over here when you come talk to them, right? And if it's just knowledge that you're trying to seek, always seek that knowledge out, right? I appreciate that. Would it be a podcast? It wouldn't be let's argue about it if we didn't have something to argue about, right? So here's the question for you, right? I'm gonna give you a top 5. I mean, you need to give me your top 5, right? 1 through 5. How you name them is how they're numbered. All right, so think about it carefully. I need you to give me, in the spirit of homecoming next week, I need you to give me the top 5 HBCU homecomings. Top 5.
And when I name them, like I'm naming them from 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
1 to 5. Or however you want to do it. 1 to 5, 5 to 1.
Man. I'm gonna just say the schools and then I'm a number.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, so of course, you know, I hear like Atlanta's homecoming is crazy. So like the Clark and the Spelman and Morehouse. I really kind of I want to just put them on, like, I know they're all different schools, but it's just like I feel like
they budgets are different though, brother. So I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. They budgets is real different. So you gonna have to figure that one out.
Right.
They budgets are real. Just because you can hop over to one school, that ain't your school, dog. That ain't your school. You ain't getting your degree from there, man. What we talking about? I need the top 5 homecoming. You gotta go. Top 5 homecoming.
I know Howard is in there.
All right, we got Howard.
Man. Florida A&M.
Okay, FAMU.
I've heard great
Shout out
things.
to the Rattlers.
I heard great things about them. I think Ivan told me about. He said North Carolina A&T.
Okay, North Carolina A&T.
He said
okay.
There's up there,
okay.
There's up there. And granted, I'm not a biased person at all. So when I ask people, the people who I'm naming, they're not biased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not just gonna say, "Oh, this is live," be whatever.
Yeah.
How many I got?
You got 3.
3?
Yeah.
I need 2 more.
You need 2 more.
HBCUs.
HBCUs. I mean, you know what? Nah, HBCUs. Facts. HBCUs.
No, I mean,
yeah, keep it HBCU. Top 5 HBCUs. So right now you got Howard. You got North Carolina A&T. You got FAMU.
Oh, I said the Atlantas.
Okay, you said the Atlantas. I guess that's Morehouse, all the whatever. We gonna call it the Atlantas.
I'll let them.
All right, so who's the last one? I got you. We'll let them
debate.
fight. Who the last one?
Come on, bro.
Who the last
Be real.
one? All right, okay.
Be real.
All right.
The Hill.
All right, who the number 1? I even gotta go through level. Who's the number 1 out of all 5? The Hill.
I'm always root for the
yeah,
home.
in fact, PVAMU. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like Howard is very overrated. We'll talk about that on a different day. But I definitely feel like Howard's homecoming is definitely overrated.
I mean, for PV, I feel like you get a little bit of everything that you like at all these. So if you the celebrity driven, you're gonna see the celebrities. If you just like good, clean, you're gonna see your you good. If you just want to go and see your old friends, you good.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen the tailgate experience. You good. Like I mean, we cover everything.
Every action.
And then with the events, like you good. Like you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I mean, no disrespect to the other
they're not touching it.
locations.
They're not touching it. They're not touching it, bro. It's cool. Just so y'all know, you're not at PVMU next Saturday. You're not touching our homecoming.
I will be at TSU's homecoming.
Man,
you know,
tomorrow it ends at 7:00, bro. Like, you really going to that? The street lights come on after that.
Right. Well, they'll be pulling up on me after.
Nah, I got you. So like the last, I'm gonna do a 2-parter for you, bro, because you special. So the next topic, I need to know, right? And this is a nightlife one. Do you feel that section culture ruined the outside experience?
Do I feel like section culture ruined?
Yes. So that means unless you're going somewhere, like you said, most of your people be like, oh, you gotta have a section. Or hey, if you're going somewhere, there's not a dance floor. Not many places have dance floors anymore, right? There's not really a lot of bar space anymore. A lot of places, right? If you have a table, you know what I mean. You got people. It's bar space, but because you don't.
So this is my thing. You can't go outside, bro, with 6 or more people, and you're gonna want somewhere to sit down. You know what I mean? I think when we say section culture, people are saying like they want to be able to sit down somewhere without having to pay anything.
Okay.
Right.
That's a valid
I think
point.
I think that's really what it boils down to, right?
Yeah.
But as the owner of the establishment, what sense does it make for you to have this seating and you could just sit here all night and you don't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not really, I don't think it's more so section culture. I think people say that to, it's just a way for people to like say they don't want to spend no money, which is, and that's fine. That's okay. Like that's totally fine. If you want to go out and just buy drinks, that's okay. That's totally okay. But I mean, I don't think it ruined anything. I don't think it ruined. I don't think it ruined.
You don't think it ruined?
I don't think it ruined anything. I just think that you just have to go to the place that match your aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why go somewhere where it's all sections and you don't want to be nowhere where it's section culture? Go somewhere where it's a dance floor. Then, like you can't bully the establishments to to have a dance floor and do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not what they want,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Go to the places that have those things, like
because people still show up to those places that are
exactly,
sectioned out.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a
So
crowd for
it's just
everybody.
you just have to find the space and the aesthetic and the vibe that you're going for. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. I don't think it ruined anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it ruined anything.
Okay, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be arguing with you on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna be like, "Well, you can't do this and that. Y'all charging $300 for a $60 bottle." Blah.
But at the same time,
yeah.
you paying the people that say that. It's always funny to me because, okay, you doing it off the bottle. The cost of your drink
$20-$30.
it's the same. They do the same math for the cost of your drink.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now people know, oh, they do drink specials. Yeah, that's to get you there. You know what I'm saying? But it's only for a particular.
For 10. And like you say, most people don't like to come at 10. They like to come at 11.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just like any rebuttal that anybody has, like I have a factual, you know what I'm
knowledge
saying?
on what
To rebuke whatever they're saying. But at the end of the day, I mean, I never argue with anybody. Like your opinion is always gonna be your opinion, whoever you are. So if you feel like somebody feels like sex culture ruined it, it ruined it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't change your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're on the opposite side of that, you're on the opposite side of that. If you want to go out and spend your hard-earned money on bottles and having a good time, that's their prerogative.
Yeah.
If you want to go and just get a drink at the bar, that's your prerogative. Like, why do either side have to bash the other side? You know what I mean? Like, that's my whole take on it. Like, just do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
If you don't want to get no table, don't get one.
Yeah.
But if this couch costs to sit here, don't sit your ass down on this couch.
Then it's gonna look crazy when they tell you to get up. It's gonna look crazy when they tell you gotta get up. Excuse me, the party's here. I gotta get you up.
Come on,
Who
bro.
cut everything? Gotta come with you.
That hook ain't gonna save you.
Yeah, they gonna say, oh, I gotta. Yeah, that ain't enough. Well, brother, I appreciate you for coming. You know, it's always love. You know what I'm saying? Always love. So thank you for coming. Thank you for telling your story. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have a lot of takes on this, but I feel like it was necessary to tell. I think you had a good story to tell.
Yeah.
Like with this being episode 2, it was good to have my brother on this and to really talk about like, you know, what it really takes and what happens in the nightlife industry just from a person who's done it for again a decade, right? A lot of people haven't done it for as long as you did. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out again to Cool Dads, right? Like I say, if y'all looking for a good nonprofit to be a part of,
I introduced him to Cool Dads.
He did, crazy. Ironically, right? Before he was even a dad, he introduced me to Cool Dad. Crazy, you know? So shout out to him. But like I say, if you guys are looking for something where, especially black fathers out there looking for a community to connect with, Cool Dad is where it's at. This space is sponsored and ran by Cool Dad. This is our space for you. We have a place for you if you want to come. You know, again, like I say, appreciate you. Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out the real JT. Shout out J2. I love y'all.
Yeah, facts, you know, and we out.